Randy Savage. And of course, you know, some like him, some don't like him, but everybody respects Randy Savage because no matter what you feel about the man personally, this is professional wrestling, and he is number one. And if anybody doesn't think so, well, title shots don't come too often, but they do come, and that's the chance they're going to have to get to prove. Because the winner drives the Cadillac and the loser sleeps in the park, and I sure don't want to sleep in the park too much. And this is the man that has it all right now. He's numero uno. Here he is wrestling Crusher Broomfield.
You know, Manny, is an important factor. They're in a steel cage. And anytime you're in a steel cage, means one thing, that there is not going to be any outside interference, and it means it's going to be a very violent match. Because anytime a man is thrust into the cage, you know, that is hard steel, and you can damage a person's body, his head, any part of his body very seriously. So you have to be mentally prepared, you have to be psyched up, and you have to be ready for any kind of violence when you're in a steel cage match.
Well, that's right. I agree. And of course, the Eye of the Tiger match coming up, I certainly am very noteworthy about that. And of course, Crusher Broomfield had about 5 times he went for the title. Well, exactly 5 times, I'm sure. And he lost each and every time. And one of the things he told me was, he asked me what he was doing wrong. And I said, well, you're very strong, you're very big and powerful, but if the match goes over 5 minutes, conditioning does become a factor, and Randy Savage is in superb condition. And Crusher, I'm afraid that you know, let's face it, adipose tissue takes its toll, and it takes a lot of oxygen to feed the body mass of Crusher Broomfield, and I feel that if you watch this, highlights of this film, that is going to be his undoing. It's going to be the demise of Crusher Broomfield.
You can see exactly what's happening right now, because Randy has been in control this most of this match, and it's later in the match, and that lactic acid is really affecting Crusher Broomfield.
And there he takes a shot right to the forehead, because the steel cage is very treacherous. You know, in the Eye of the Tiger match, it's going to be a 60-minute time limit for the TV belt. Of course, if anybody loses after the 60 minutes is up, the TV title is no longer at stake. However, the hair is also on the line. But I don't anticipate a match in a cage going 60 minutes. I've never seen one happen like that, because a match like this is so violent that the staying power of even an athlete such as Hustler Rogers, or even myself, I just don't think any man can last 60 minutes in a cage if they're equally matched. Here, Crusher Broomfield is reeling from the punishment of Randy Savage. And Randy Savage, they call him Suicide Savage because he gave Crusher Broomfield a headbutt, and he was just as much the worst aware of Crusher Broomfield is. And that's the kind of tactic I just can't understand, because I don't see how any man could destroy his opponent at his own expense. And gives him a knee right to the kidneys of Crusher Broomfield, and trying to get away from that padding of adipose tissue that Crusher Broomfield has in excess. And throwing his head against the turnbuckle. Crusher Broomfield took a lot of punishment. I give him a lot of credit, because he did last longer than some people do with Randy Savage. And George, how do you feel about this?
Well, Crusher Broomfield, you know, I give the man credit. As well as taking punishment, he can dish it out, because he certainly took a lot of punishment from Randy Savage. And now it looks like he's got his way going right now, man.
Here Savage is getting up slow, but, you know, I never count Savage out, because the man is so cunning that when you think you've got him going, well, you should never look back. You know, marathon runners know that. Just keep your own pace, because this man cannot be counted out. He's not world champion for nothing. That's a double negative, but Randy Savage is double positive world championship material. And like I say, there's a lot of people that don't like him. But let's see somebody take the belt away. I myself would love to get a shot at him, but the only thing I can think about is Hustler Rip Rogers, the Eye of the Tiger challenge. Because I've got a lot riding on that match. My hair, my belt, I've got to protect what's mine. That might be the world's tallest back body drop. That's got to be in the Guinness Book of World Records, because Crusher Broomfield is 6 feet 10 inches tall, and he sent Randy Savage sailing. And it's a great tribute to Randy Savage's athletic ability and stamina that he is still in contention for this match. And I don't want to spoil anything for the fans, but it'll remain to be seen. Watch what happens. Crusher Broomfield is pulling at the trunks of Randy Savage. Savage is trying to get to the top rope. Who knows, either to leave the ring or to jump off the top of the fence. And there he takes a horrible spill right to his back. And Crusher Broomfield seems to have the match going his way. But like I said, watch very closely. Picks him up, gives him a body slam, but you can see by the height of the slam, the intensity, that Crusher Broomfield has lost a lot of steam. Now, trying to see what's happening in these ICW film highlights, Crusher Broomfield, Randy Savage got out of the way, but in plenty of time for Crusher Broomfield to react. And now here's another body slam. And that one was even lower than the first. And it looks like Crusher Broomfield is staggering and trying to... Here's the big splash, and that can knock a man's carbon dioxide. The old CO2 goes right away when the big man comes down and crashes. Here comes Randy Savage, climbing to the top once again. And let's just see what happens here. Crusher Broomfield catches him right in the middle and goes for the big atomic drop, and the momentum sends Randy Savage's head into the fence. Now watch this, fans. This man is a big man to be climbing up the ropes this agile. And the referee is trying to get him down, and he misses the big splash. And believe me, that is 450-odd pounds that has just missed its mark. Savage, being an opportunist, is now climbing to the top once again. And goes for the flying body press. 1, 2, 3, an undisputed